All right, we're gonna look at parallel lines. Parallel lines are two lines that are always the same distance apart from each other and never meet. So they look like this. It looks like almost like a road or a track. All right, and when it says they're the same distance apart from each other, it means that there's no certain amount that they have to be apart. It could be like this close, they could be this far away. The measurement doesn't matter as long as they never ever meet. Okay, so I want you to use your straight edge and I want you to draw one line segment all the way across, just like this. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a straight edge. That did not work. I used mine like this. Okay. It moved on me. All right, so there's a straight edge. Now, I want you to use anything. Like if you have a ruler, make it about 1 inch or 2, okay? If not, just take your straight edge, put it right underneath the line you just drew, and go down just a little bit, okay? And then draw another line. All right? So when you look at those, like we could label these, maybe put those endpoints on them, A, B, C, D, we can see that these lines will never meet, okay? As long as they never meet, then they are parallel. So I want you to try to look around the room just a little bit and see, can you find anything that has parallel lines on it? Like even just looking at my board. Right here and here, these are parallel lines. I can see that if I had room to make it bigger, or if I used it and I just made the lines keep going, no matter what, these sides would never meet. Do you see another set of parallel lines? The top and the bottom. Good. Pause it for just like 1 minute and see if you can find some other parallel lines around the room. All right, I hope you found some. Parallel lines, those ones are my favorite. Honestly, I don't know why. I just like the idea that no matter how long I made them, they could never meet. All right, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to make the letter N with a straight edge. Okay, so you're gonna make a straight line and a straight line, and look at us making it, not even showing you it. Mine don't look very straight because I did not use the straight edge, but use your straight edge, make 2 straight lines, and then connect the top of this one down to the bottom of there. Okay? All right, looking at the letter N, do you see any parallel lines? Good, right? This one right here and this one. Those are parallel lines. No matter how long I made them, they would never meet, ever. All right? But these ones, you can see that they would intersect. It means they meet. Like if I kept going, if I kept making my line even longer, they would meet, they would cross. So they are not parallel. They can't be parallel. Parallel means they're exactly the same, okay? They can go up and down. They can even go diagonal. So if you wanted to, you could use your straight edge. You could make, I'll use my straight edge. You could make your lines this way. So use some of that scratch paper. You should be on the scratch paper, I guess I didn't say that. And make 2 parallel lines that go diagonal. Be very careful to make them the exact same distance apart from each other. Mine were not. Okay? So these are parallel. Even though they're not straight up and down. No matter how long I made them, they would never intersect. All right? So you don't have to draw this, but I want you to look at it. Look at my line here. Are those parallel? No? Look at this. They have to be the same distance apart. So even though it stops and they don't meet, if I used a longer straight edge or made a longer line, I would see that eventually they would cross, and that's not parallel. All right. So if you've ever heard of something like a parallel universe, something like that, whenever somebody uses that word, it means the exact same, running side by side, and it never meets. But we talk about parallel lines, not about universes. All right. So I want you to use the other side of your page. You had it folded earlier, and you should have a sentence written right here about how you know if two lines are perpendicular. All right, I want you to take just a couple of minutes and on each object trace at least one pair of lines that appear to be parallel. So like look at the music note. What two lines on there are parallel? I want you to make it with whatever you're using, pencil or color, and then see if you have the same ones as I do. All right, do that with a partner quickly. You could do it separately and check it with a partner and then check it whole group, or you can just do it on your own and then check it whole group, either way. Or just, I guess a third way would be work with a partner the whole time. Okay, trace as many parallel lines as you can. Pause the video to do that and then come back and we'll use the problem set. All right, I hope you found a lot of them, and I hope that you will begin to start seeing parallel lines around you on different shapes, okay? Parallel lines, straight lines that never meet, and they stay the same distance apart from each other. All right, so I'm going to be on this page, but I'm gonna write it on the board so it'll be easier to see. So make sure that you're on the side that says lesson 4, all right? And we're gonna look at letter A. Letter A is done for you, but it's not totally complete. So what shape is that? Can you hear my marker speaking? That's a rectangle. You know it because it has 4 short sides, 4 long sides, but more importantly, it has 4, did you say them? Right angles. It has 4 right angles, so it has perpendicular lines. However, it's showing you that it also has what kind of lines? The ones we just learned. Parallel lines. Okay, so what they did, they're showing you, they put little arrowheads on the parallel lines. So line AB is parallel to line CD. Now, do you see it on there? Look at that sign they use. They just made 2 parallel lines. It's just a symbol, so I do not have to use a straight edge, but I just draw them in between. That says those lines are parallel to each other. Remember how we did the other one? AB and BD, those lines are what? Perpendicular. So they use that symbol, okay? But you don't have to write that because we're not doing perpendicular right now, you're doing parallel. So what's another set of parallel lines on there? Say it out loud. Oh, that was so great, I could almost hear you. All right, AC is parallel to BD. Okay, so I'm going to write it this way, but that's how I read it. Line segment AC is parallel to line segment BD. Okay, so what you're going to do, you need to write that one down. And you need to write these arrowheads to show, hey, these are parallel to each other. All right, make sure the arrowheads go the same way on the parallel lines, but it doesn't matter which way. Like if you had wanted to draw them upside down, that's fine. Just do them the same way on both lines in the set of parallel lines, okay? So what you're going to do is this page. So you're looking for parallel lines. If you find parallel lines, you put the arrowheads on them, and then just like on your page, you mark them, or like on my board, you mark them with the line segment is parallel to the other line segment. And then if they have at least one set of parallel lines, circle the letter. If they do not have any parallel lines, then you leave it blank. Okay, so look at the first 4. I see 4 shapes here. Name one that for sure, I don't even have to check it, does not have any parallel lines. This oval. The oval doesn't even have any lines, so I know for sure it doesn't have parallel lines. I know it says leave it, or I said leave it. I want you to make a big X through it, okay? That way, whoever's in the room checking it with you will know you didn't just skip it, All right, so work on those. You can work on them either, depending on whoever's in the room, with you, what they say, either in partners, and then check them with the whole group, or do it on your own and show them when you're finished. All right, so make sure also that you're remembering to use those words. Like, try to read this to somebody. Line segment AB is parallel to line segment CD. All right, go do your very best work.